So if you've ever sat down to build a website and realized you're about 2 clicks away from turning it into a full weekend project, you're not alone. And the thing is, for pretty much any business, having a professional website is just part of the deal. The tricky part is picking a builder that actually makes the process simple, instead of making everything feel a little clunky once you get past the first template. So today I'm breaking down Wix and whether it's a good way to build a business website without overcomplicating things. I'll show you how it works, what it does well, where the limitations are, what it costs, and how it compares to some of the other website builders out there. And if you do want to check current pricing, plans, or any discounts, I'll leave the links down in the description. Now, by the end of this, you'll have a clear idea of whether Wix is the right fit for what you're trying to build, or if you'll be better off going with a different option. Now, one thing you really want to know up front with Wix is that it's not the kind of platform where you can build your site and then later just pack it up and move it to a different host. Once your website is created on Wix, you're basically committing to their system. So it is worth being pretty confident you like how everything works before you go all in. And in this section, I'll cover the main things you'll want to keep in mind so you can make that call. So Wix is one of the biggest website builders out there with over 260 million users across 190 countries. And in this case, size is actually a huge plus because your website builder is also your host. And if that company has stability issues, your site can go down, and that's the last thing you want when you're trying to look professional and keep your customers happy. Now, if you're not familiar with Wix, the basic idea is simple. It's designed for people who don't want to deal with coding and still want to be able to build, update, and maintain a website without needing much experience. So you choose a domain name, pick a hosting plan, and everything runs in the cloud, so there is nothing to download. You can log in and manage your site from anywhere, which is really convenient if you're working on this in bits and pieces. And the actual building part is pretty straightforward. Even if you don't have much website experience, it's one of those platforms where you can get something decent looking up fairly quickly and then fine-tune it as you go. On top of that, Wix has a big app marketplace with tons of plugins and tools, so you can add extra features to make the site feel more legit without having to custom build anything. And overall, most of what you need to build and maintain the site is included in the subscription. So with that in mind, let's look at how their plans work, what you actually get for the monthly price, and which ones make the most sense depending on what you're building. Now, Wix does have a free option, and it can be useful as a quick way to test the builder and get a feel for how everything works, but it is definitely limited. You'll have Wix branding on the site, and your web address will also have Wix in it, something like a Wix subdomain. So for a business website, that's usually not what you want because it just doesn't come off as very professional. Where it can make sense is for something temporary, like an event page, or if you're just trying to play around with the platform before paying. Now, once you move into the paid plans, there are 4 main options, starting around $17 per month and going up to about $160 per month. The most affordable plan is the Lite plan, which comes in at about $17 a month if you do pay yearly. This one is mainly for personal use, like a resume site, a portfolio, or a blog. And the big thing here is that you get rid of the Wix branding, which is pretty much the minimum if you want the site to look polished. You also get a free custom domain for 1 year, plus an SSL certificate so data on the site is encrypted, which is important even for basic sites. Now, the Lite plan is fairly light on storage and video, so if you expect more traffic or you're building something a little more serious, that's usually where the core plan starts making more sense. The core plan is around $29 per month on a yearly subscription, and it's where Wix starts to feel more business friendly. You still get everything from Lite, but you get a lot more storage, and you also start unlocking features like basic analytics, simple e-commerce tools, and some built-in marketing features. This is also a popular option for nonprofits since Wix offers a pretty steep discount there, and it can be a solid plan for freelancers or smaller business owners that want customer accounts and event calendars and a few extras to help the site feel more complete. And one thing that's nice with Core is it comes with some tools that can help you promote the site a bit more, like their site booster. And you could also create a logo through Wix and download it for use, which can be handy if you are still putting your brand together. Now, if you're building an actual online store, this is where the business plan usually becomes the better fit. That one is around $39 per month on a yearly plan, and it's the plan that makes the most sense if you want a more complete e-commerce setup without feeling restricted. You do get more storage, and you can also add more advanced apps, the Wix App Store, things like bookings or hotel-style features, depending on the type of business you're running. And you'll also get access to a bigger set of marketing and SEO tools, which matters a lot more once you're trying to drive consistent traffic. And then at the top end, you've got the Business Elite plan, which is around $160 per month. That's the plan that's really aimed at higher traffic sites or businesses that need more hands-on support, since it does include priority customer care and more heavy-duty capacity. But for most business websites, especially if you're just getting started, the lower tiers are usually more than enough, and you can always scale up later if the site grows. And if you do want to give Wix a try, you can check out the affiliate links in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we might earn a small commission, which helps support the channel. And occasionally, there are special discounts available that you won't find by going directly through their website. Now let's talk about what it's actually like to use Wix, because for me, it was pretty smooth overall. The nice part is, once you get into the design side, you've got a huge library of templates to start from, and Wix makes it fairly easy to customize those with their AI setup and the usual editing tools. And if you are brand new to website building, Wix also has plenty of built-in guides and help content, so you're not just guessing your way through everything. Now, the one catch with templates is that your starting point matters. Once you build a site around a specific template, it's not always simple to switch to a totally different one later without it feeling like extra work. So it's worth taking a minute to choose something you can live with. And when I was testing different designs, I also noticed that some templates don't always behave perfectly across every screen size. A few looked better on desktop than they did on mobile, which is something to keep an eye on, especially since a lot of your visitors are going to be coming from a phone. So instead of relying heavily on a template, I ended up building my layout with the drag and drop editor, and that's what was easily the most intuitive part of the whole experience. It does take a little longer compared to picking a template and swapping out text, but it also lets you get a more personalized look, and you're not fighting against the template structure as much. And beyond the standard editor, Wix also gives you a few more advanced paths depending on what you are trying to do. And there's Velo, which is their developer mode for custom JavaScript, and then there's Editor X, if you want more control over layouts and responsiveness with more of a grid-based approach. And then there's Wix Studio, which adds even more editing and design tools. And you probably won't need that right away, but it's useful to know the option does exist if you ever grow into a more complex setup. Now, once your pages are designed and your content is in place, that's usually when you start layering in the features. Wix has a big catalog of add-ons and widgets, so you can add things like forms, bookings, events, and other business tools without having to build them from scratch. And if you do want a custom business email to match your domain, you'll typically add that separately through a Google Workspace plan, which is usually an extra monthly cost on top of your Wix subscription. And in terms of support, the paid plan includes around-the-clock customer support, plus those built-in tutorials and help guides, which is nice because most people only need support when they're already stuck, and you want the answers to be easy to find. Now, when you do compare Wix to something like Squarespace, they're both trying to solve the same problem, which is getting you a good-looking site online without needing to code. Where Squarespace tends to feel a bit simpler is that it has a fewer moving parts, fewer customization options, and one main editor, so it can feel more beginner-friendly if you want the platform to make a lot of design decisions for you. And Squarespace templates are also known for being consistently mobile responsive, which is a real advantage if you don't want to think about layout changes across devices. But if you like having more control, more features to plug in, and stronger options for things like e-commerce and integrations, Wix usually gives you more room to build the site the way you want. You also get a bigger range of templates and a larger app marketplace, and pricing is often a bit more flexible depending on the plan you choose. So overall, Wix gives you a really solid mix of ease of use and flexibility. It's approachable enough if you are starting from scratch, but it also has the extra tools and add-ons you can grow into, whether you're building a portfolio, a service-based business site, or a full online store. That wraps up today's video. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, then please like and subscribe to see more videos just like this. And as I mentioned earlier, check the links below for the best deals available right now. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.